For the past 5 years, Jim Loudon has been designing a tiny photovoltaic chip. It's only 1/3 the width of a single human hair, but he says that one day its impact on people with degenerative blindness will be enormous. The chip is part of a retinal prosthesis system being developed at Stanford University.
A retinal prosthesis goes in and tries to actually restore the light sensing ability to these areas of the retina that no longer have that.
Daniel Palanker, an associate professor of ophthalmology, helped design the chip. He says it's the principal component of a system that uses goggles to capture video and convert it into infrared laser light that is transmitted to the tiny chips implanted in the retina.
It's like remote control in a TV, that you don't see that there is some light coming out, but the TV set does. That's the same idea, that basically the eye doesn't see this light, but the chip can still absorb these photons and convert them into electrical current.
The infrared light is picked up by this implant, which is a bunch of solar cells underneath the retina. That light is then converted into electrical current, and that electricity stimulates the retina and restores some visual sensation to an otherwise blind patient.
George Gutz, another member of the research team, says that during trials on blind rats, the team has proven that those electrical currents are picked up by neurons in the eye and passed on to the brain to form an image.
The most difficult question at the moment is what kind of resolution can we get out of these devices?
To move the research forward, the scientists need to answer a difficult question. How can you tell if a rat's vision is improving? Daniel Palanker says the answer is in its brainwaves.
So the way we plan to do it is exactly like it's done with small children that don't tell you what they see. It turns out that the brain strongly responds to motion.
If you project a checkerboard, okay, on a rat's eye, and then move that around, if the rat perceives that as a checkerboard, then that tells you that he has that kind of resolution. If that's below his perceptual resolution, it'll just look gray to the rat and you'll see no brain waves. So by taking these checkerboards of different sizes and reading the brain waves, you can actually tell the resolution of what the rat's seeing.
The team is now in the process of gauging just how well their retinal prosthesis works. Their goal is to prove that the system can restore vision to a level that would justify human clinical trials.
Now, if we're able to prove a really high resolution, then suddenly the amount of patients that we can treat would go way up. So more than anything else, we have to prove that we're able to restore high resolution, which is something that we have been working on.
Palanker says that if prosthetic limbs can allow people to move again, there's no reason why retinal prosthesis can't allow people to see again as well.